So we're back with another post-gym pondering session, just talking about life and stuff. And it's now coming to the end of March, Q1 almost done, 1/4 of the year, 3 more to go. And I'm feeling good with where I'm at, but going into Q2 is going to be where big things start to happen. I think I'm just on schedule, or even like ahead of schedule, to be honest. I really crushed January. I wasn't expecting that. I hit $31,000 in profit, and in February I hit $25,000 in profit. And in March, we'll see, we're coming to an end. I still need to calculate the numbers, but we're really in a good position going into April. And this kind of leads me to what I wanted to talk about, which was setting big goals. And this is something I was very hesitant on early on in my journey, setting big goals because of how much doubt you have from within. But what I'm here to say is, like, setting big goals is actually easier than setting small goals. And what do I mean by that? I set really big targets for myself going into 2024 and planning out for the next 5 to 10 years. I set pretty big goals. And the reason why is I figured out that big goals are easier to achieve than little goals. With little goals, you get caught up in the details. And this is what probably held me back for so long. In 2022, my goal was only to hit $5,000 profit. That's such a small goal that when something goes wrong, so in 2022, the first 6 months, I didn't make $1. So you can obviously tell that. I was like, there's no way I can make $5,000 in profit if 6 months in the year I've made $0. Any lefts, rights, ups, and downs on your journey with small goals will feel like you're going in the complete wrong direction, when really that's just life opening up new doors to you. When you set big goals, whatever misdirection life takes you, whatever you conceive as a misdirection, but really is just an alternative path to where things play out better than you could even imagine. These lefts, these rights, these ups, these downs, you can't tell in the moment that these are actually blessings in disguise. And that's why big goals, you allow for more things to come in. When little things go wrong, when you have small goals, it feels like the end of the world. But with big goals, any direction you take, as long as you're moving in that general direction, right? If you're aiming to go north, and even though you're going northwest, northeast, you're still heading north some way. You're going up. You're still going the right direction. With big goals, you allow for so many new doors and so many new opportunities to arise. Because you don't know exactly how things will play out. And if you do know how things are going to play out, I guarantee you it won't play out that way. If you know each and every step, you've planned too much. You have to allow things to play out the way they're supposed to play out. What I mean by big goals, I mean goals that when you wake up in the morning, you're kind of like, I don't know how this is going to happen, but if you just put one foot in front of the other, it will happen. And that's why big goals are so good, because you don't need to know the next steps. And when you know the exact next steps you need to do, it probably takes more effort, more work to get it done. But when you allow for the beauties of life to happen, the ups, the downs, the lefts, the rights, it may suck in the moment, but it will play out better than you can even expect. Because nothing's really a setback unless you determine it is. If you find the positive in any situation, then you hold control of your destiny. Because nothing really is bad unless you say it is bad. Yes, you might have lost money here. Good. That was a lesson you needed to learn. Maybe you completely failed in this one business. Good. Now you learned what not to do. It's all a matter of perspective. And when you have these big goals, these detours aren't detours, but stepping stones to get to those very big, lofty goals. And the fact that you don't know exactly how you're going to get there allows God, the universe, whatever you believe in, yourself, self-agency, to just find a new path. Find a path, find your own unique path. And that's what makes it so beautiful. Having these big goals and not knowing what next to do is the beauty in life, because you can carve your own path, your unique path, which will lead you down the road where you'll find the most fulfillment. And you might even find a different goal on the way there. I feel like the purpose of life is discovered on your journey through the difficulties towards your goals. Goals are just markers, but you can find your purpose towards them while you move towards them. And for myself, like, I used to set such small goals, and I even doubted myself to even achieve these small goals. So you set small goals, you doubt yourself to achieve small goals, and when one thing goes wrong, what do you think happens? You start acting like a victim. I started acting like a victim. I had such bad beliefs towards being able to make things work. And the fact is, if you can learn to set bigger goals, unlike me, I guarantee you, you will achieve them if you just put one foot in front of the other. Because as you move towards these bigger goals, one step here, one step there, you don't know exactly how you're going to get there. But guess what? One step in front of the other, one step in front of the other, you still have like no idea how you're going to get there. And then there's going to reach a tipping point where you can literally see it. You can taste it. You can feel it. To where you're like, oh my God, this is going to happen. And when you're there, it's a done deal. And you won't even realize all the steps you took towards until you look back and see how far you've come. Those small steps feel like nothing. Day in, day out, those small steps feel like you're moving nowhere. But when you get to the tipping point and you look back, you will not be even close to the same spot. When you're climbing a mountain, you just got to take it one step at a time. And when you set big targets, big goals, you'll make it to the top. Just remember that you don't need to know every step of the way, but you just need to take action. That's all you have to do. Take action and do the little things first. Even the little things you don't believe in. And guys, remember, all you need is just that clear picture of the top of the mountain. What is that top of the mountain for you? Do you have that clear picture? Keep it in front of your mind. Always think about it. And guess what? The path will light up for you. It's funny how the world works if you truly believe in these things. If you don't believe in them, it won't happen. And I know that's easy to say, and I know people are like, they want proof. I can't say I'm proof, but I am just so normal. I am maybe below normal. I'm so average, maybe below average. I have self-doubt, limiting beliefs. I did not grow up in a rich household. I didn't know if I could make this happen, but it happened. There was a point where I was going to quit, and I just put one foot in front of the other and did it. The best way to overcome those doubts, those limiting beliefs, the anxiety of you making it, is by just taking action. Because if you keep moving forward and have that picture of the top of the mountain you want to achieve, honestly, you'll get there in a way you couldn't even expect. And that's a promise. And I know people want solid evidence, but the solid evidence is within yourself. If you can't find the belief within yourself to just go after it, then it's not going to happen. Because just like how I doubted me achieving these small little goals, when bumps in the road come, you're going to stop. But I don't want you to stop. Because if I could do it, you could do it. I am not special. I'm just a regular guy. If a regular guy like me can be on this journey of self-improvement, entrepreneurship, and kind of achieving things that I dreamed of. Like, I really achieved the lifestyle, the travel, the fancy things. Like, I bought fancy things when I started making money. I took a trip to Bali. Like, I did all these things that I dreamed of when I was 18, starting this internet money journey. And I didn't do that. And I had so much doubt on the way. This all happened like that. All of this abundance came in once I believed in myself. And it's hard to believe in yourself when you don't see it from the outer world. But if you can build it within, it's only a matter of time. And if you can't build it from within, like I did, you just got to keep moving forward. You got to take the steps forward, and you got to honestly have blind faith. It's not even faith or belief. Honestly, I think the word is trust. If you can't trust yourself, you can't trust your word, it's not going to happen. If you say you're going to do something, do something. Trust me, I used to be that guy who played video games 24/7, who struggled going to the gym consistently. Like, I wasn't that guy who could be disciplined. I wasn't that guy who could sit down and work and focus. I wasn't that guy that read books, but I just put one foot in front of the other. The small things matter. The small things matter, and it'll always compound. Even if you doubt yourself, these small wins will sooner or later outweigh the small losses you keep taking. And once you build that momentum, it'll be inevitable. You'll reach that tipping point and you'll get to the top of the mountain. Trust yourself, and I know you'll get there.